Aaron had brought a woman home. When I got home, the woman in my pajamas was lying on the sofa flirting with Aaron. I directly picked up the glass of water on the table and splashed it on them. The woman screamed and hid behind Aaron pitifully. I questioned him. Aaron, what do you mean by this? Bringing a woman home to cheat right under my nose? Aaron wiped the water off his face and glared at me irritably. Weren't you supposed to be at your mom's today? So what's wrong if I bring her back? I hadn't looked closely at the woman before, but now that I did, I was furious. It turned out to be my son's kindergarten teacher. Ms. Silva, as an educator, can you explain your behavior? Alice clung weakly to Aaron's sleeve. I'm sorry, Mrs. Anderson. I drank too much at the bar and coincidentally ran into Mr. Anderson. He didn't know where I lived, so he brought me here. Please don't misunderstand. Aaron patted her hand to reassure her, playing the role of the protector. People with dirty minds see dirt everywhere. Ms. Silva, don't lower yourself to her level. Dirty mind? I laughed in anger. Aaron changed his female companions every so often. As long as he didn't bring them home or father illegitimate children outside, I would turn a blind eye. Marrying him, I had some love for him, but not much. By marrying him, my parents-in-law would save the Duarte Group from the brink of bankruptcy. In my parents-in-law's eyes, Aaron had already given up his playful lifestyle and was ready to settle down and took over the family business. Additionally, my mother-in-law treated me very well, so I concealed Aaron's chaotic private life and praised him in front of her, saying he is a responsible man. However, bringing someone home so blatantly crossed my line. Thankfully, I sent my son back to the old house today. If he had seen his father like this, he would have been heartbroken. Aaron, I've said before, I don't care what you do outside, but you cannot bring people home. Aaron stood up, holding Alice by the waist, looking impatient. Yeah, I know. We'll leave right now. Alice's eyes flickered and she said coyly, Mr. Anderson, this is your home. I'll leave on my own. You two, please don't misunderstand because of me. I folded my arms and watched her perform, not expecting Miss Silva to be such a manipulative woman. Stop acting. The house's surveillance cameras recorded everything clearly. Alice bit her lip, her body trembling slightly, her eyes turning red. It seemed like she was going all out. She hugged Aaron's arm. Mrs. Anderson, I know what I did was wrong, but I really like Mr. Anderson. It's hard not to fall for someone as handsome and talented as him. Aaron straightened his back upon hearing her praise. I sneered and said, do you know he's a married man? You like him? And then what? Do you want to be Mrs. Anderson? Her face turned red. I never thought of replacing you. It's just that I've never met a man as excellent and charming as Mr. Anderson. I couldn't help being attracted to him. I will stay away from him in the future and won't interfere with your family. After saying that, she looked at Aaron reluctantly. This aroused his protective instinct. Nicole, Alice said she has no intention of becoming Mrs. Anderson. She loves me for who I am, not for the title. Don't be too hard on her. Alice's smug expression flashed briefly. The two of them looked like a pair of star-crossed lovers, making me seem like a villain. Are you two insane? Performing some melodramatic love scene for me here? It was unbearable to watch. Aaron snorted coldly and took Alice's hand. A person like you who doesn't understand love, I can't be bothered to argue with. Alice, let's go. Alice pretended to be helpless and said, Mrs. Anderson, don't be upset. I'll make sure Mr. Anderson comes back. A blatant provocation, but I didn't care. She couldn't possibly think she had Aaron wrapped around her finger, could she? Overconfident. When my friend Jillian called, I was squeezing glue into a condom. Nicole, I heard Aaron is having an affair with your son's kindergarten teacher. She was well informed. I put the condom into a new packaging bag and sealed it with a sealing machine. Aaron bringing a woman home made me feel uncomfortable, so I decided to make him suffer a bit. Yes, recently Aaron has been spoiling her. She's young, beautiful, and charming. Jillian interrupted me angrily. Nicole, he's seeing another woman, and you're so calm about it? It makes me worry for you. What are you going to do? I put the condom into the packaging box and calmly replied, what can I do? Respect and bless, and lock it down. Lock his little buddy down tight with glue. Jillian was indignant on my behalf and nagged for a long time, urging me to get a divorce and free myself. She said I deserved someone better. I could never divorce him. In my dictionary, there's only widowhood, not divorce. Jillian was shocked. Nicole, you need to calm down. I smiled slightly. Just kidding. When Aaron came home, I handed him a box of condoms. Make sure to take proper precautions. Don't create any more trouble, okay? He rolled his eyes at me and took the small box, sneering, I truly have a great wife. I fool around outside, and my wife thoughtfully buys me condoms. I laughed and said, having me is your blessing. You should cherish it. His face twitched, he snorted, and turned away. As he went to see his lover, I headed to the old house to see my in-laws and give them a heads up. When I received Aaron's call, my in-laws cursed, scoundrel. I suppressed a smile and went to the hospital with them. Being stuck with glue didn't actually require hospitalization, but he insisted on staying in the hospital for a full examination. In the ward, Alice was attentively feeding him porridge. Did his hand break along with his injury down there? My mother-in-law, seeing this, was furious and slapped Alice. You little vixen, how dare you seduce my son? Alice covered her face, shrinking back in grievance without speaking. Aaron immediately intervened and said, Mom, why are you hitting her? My hospitalization is all Nicole's fault. She put glue on the condom, trying to make me infertile. I want a divorce from her. My mother-in-law frowned and slapped Aaron directly. You scoundrel, how dare you say that? You cheated and still think you're in the right? The Anderson family's daughter-in-law can only be Nicole. No one else is worthy, Aaron protested. Mom, I'm your son. How can you side with Nicole? I'm injured, and you don't even care about me. My mother-in-law glanced at him. Nicole already told us that you've been coming home late and leaving early recently. She suspected something was up and deliberately put glue on the condom. If you were behaving, would you have gotten stuck with glue? If you can't control yourself, how can you inherit the family business? You'll ruin it over a woman sooner or later. After saying this, my mother-in-law looked at Alice with disdain. You should stay away from my son. Don't even think about becoming part of the family. Aaron panicked. Mom, she's pregnant with my child. I have to take responsibility. Pregnant? My eyes darkened. I clenched my fists and looked at him coldly. Aaron, you didn't heed a single one of my warnings. I would not allow an illegitimate child to compete with my son for the family inheritance. This child could not be kept. My mother-in-law was stunned and turned to look at me. Nicole, she's carrying Aaron's child, which makes it my grandchild. Why not let her stay?